Twin Falls, Idaho. Twin Falls is the county seat and largest city of Twin Falls County, Idaho, United States. The city had a population of 44,125 as of the 2010 census. In the Magic Valley region, Twin Falls is the largest city in a 100-mile radius, and is the regional commercial center for south-central Idaho and northeastern Nevada. It is the principal city of the Twin Falls Metropolitan Statistical Area, which officially includes the entirety of Twin Falls and Jerome counties. The resort community of Jackpot, Nevada, 50 miles south at the state line, is unofficially considered part of the greater Twin Falls area. Located on a broad plain at the south rim of the Snake River Canyon, Twin Falls is where daredevil Evel Knievel attempted to jump across the canyon in 1974 on a steam-powered rocket. The jump site is northeast of central Twin Falls, midway between Shoshone Falls and the Perrine Bridge. Excavations at Wilson Butte Cave near Twin Falls in 1959 revealed evidence of human activity, including arrowheads, that rank among the oldest dated artifacts in North America. Later Native American tribes predominant in the area included the Northern Shoshone and Bannock. The first people of European ancestry to visit the Twin Falls area are believed to be members of a group led by American Wilson Price Hunt, which attempted to blaze an all-water trail westward from St. Louis, Missouri, to Astoria, Oregon, in 1811 and 1812. Hunt's expedition met with disaster. Much of his expedition was destroyed and one man was killed in rapids on the Snake River known as Cauldron Lynn near present-day Murtaugh. Hunt and the surviving members of his expedition completed the journey to Astoria by land. In 1812 and 1813, Robert Stewart successfully led an overland expedition eastward from Astoria to St. Louis, which passed through the Twin Falls area. Stewart's route formed the basis of what became the Oregon Trail. Some 150 years later, Robert Stewart Middle School in Twin Falls was named in his honor. The first permanent settlement in the area was a stage stop established in 1864 at Rock Creek near the present-day town site. By 1890 there were a handful of successful agricultural operations in the Snake River Canyon, but the lack of infrastructure and the canyon's geography made irrigating the dry surrounding area improbable at best. To address this issue, in 1900 I.B. Perrine founded the Twin Falls Land and Water Company, largely to build an irrigation canal system for the area. After an August 1900 area survey of 244,025 acres, in October 1900 the company was granted the necessary water rights to begin construction of the irrigation system. Several lots in the surveyed area were set aside specifically for future town sites. These lots eventually became the settlements of Twin Falls, Kimberly, Buell, Filer, Hanson, and Murtaugh. In 1902, the project nearly failed as most of the original investors pulled out, with only Salt Lake businessman Stanley Milner maintaining a stake in the company. By 1903, Perrine, who had been a successful farmer and rancher in the Snake River Canyon, had obtained private financing from Milner and others under the provisions of the Carey Act of 1894 to build a dam on the Snake River near Cauldron Lynn. Completed in 1905, Milner Dam and its accompanying canals made commercial irrigation outside the Snake River Canyon practical for the first time. As a result, Perrine is generally credited as the founder of Twin Falls. A land drawing was held for the future town site in July 1903 with disappointing results. A much more successful drawing was held in October 1904. Twin Falls City was founded in 1904 as a planned community, designed by celebrated Franco-American architect Emmanuel Louis Masqueret, with proceeds from sales of town site lots going toward construction of irrigation canals. Twin Falls was incorporated as a village on April 12, 1905. The city is named for a nearby waterfall on the Snake River of the same name. In 1907, Twin Falls became the seat of the newly formed Twin Falls County. The original town site follows a unique design. It is laid out on northeast to southwest and northwest to southeast roads. It is purported that the reason this was done was to allow sun to come into every room in the home at some point during the day. The northwest to southeast roads were numbered and called avenues, while the northeast to southwest roads were numbered and called streets. Only two central streets, the northwest to southeast Main Avenue and the northeast to southwest Shoshone Street, were named. This system created situations where one side of a street may have an entirely different address than the other, and where the corner of 3rd and 3rd, for example, was in more than one location. In 2003, the numbered northeast to southwest streets were renamed to alleviate decades of confusion. Later city roads, such as Blue Lakes Boulevard, Addison Avenue, and Washington Street, are laid out in standard north-south and east-west orientations. Addison Avenue honors Addison T. Smith, a 10-term congressman from Twin Falls. After Milner Dam was constructed, agricultural production in south-central Idaho increased substantially. In 1909, the privately owned Twin Falls Land and Water Company was reorganized as the shareholder-owned Twin Falls Canal Company. Twin Falls became a major regional economic center serving the agriculture industry, a role which it has sustained to the present day. The city became a processing center for several agricultural commodities, notably beans and sugar beets. In later years, other food processing operations augmented the local economy. By 1960, Twin Falls had become one of Idaho's largest cities, even though its origins were still within living memory for many. Twin Falls became the center of national attention 44 years ago in September 1974, when daredevil Evel Knievel attempted to jump the Snake River Canyon in a specially modified rocket cycle. Watched by millions on closed-circuit television on a Sunday afternoon, the attempt ultimately failed due to high winds and a premature deployment of Knievel's parachute. The launch ramp's foundation lies on private land on the canyon's south rim. Less than 2 miles west of Shoshone Falls, it is still visible. During the last quarter of the 20th century, gradual diversification of the agriculture-based economy allowed the city to continue to grow. Major Twin Falls employers in 2006 included computer maker Dell, Inc., Glanbia, and Jayco, a recreational vehicle manufacturer. In September 2009, Dell announced it would close its Twin Falls facility by January 2010. Later in 2010, the call center company C3 opened a facility in the former Dell location. In 2012, Kobani, one of the U.S.'s largest Greek yogurt manufacturers, opened its largest factory and distribution center in Twin Falls. In recent years, Twin Falls has become quite multicultural. Thanks in large part to a refugee center operated by the College of Southern Idaho, since 1995 significant numbers of people from Bosnia and Herzegovina and the former Soviet Union have settled in Twin Falls. The city also has a sizable Hispanic population. Twin Falls is one of only 3 Idaho cities which has a council-manager form of government. The 7-member Twin Falls City Council is directly elected in nonpartisan municipal elections to 4-year terms. The mayor, who holds little executive power, is periodically selected among current city council members to chair meetings and is considered the official representative of the city. City council meetings are usually held on Mondays. The city's day-to-day operations are overseen by a city manager, who is appointed by the city council. The city government through various citizen boards oversees parks and recreation, planning and zoning, sanitation and garbage collection, street maintenance, wastewater collection, and maintains police and fire departments. Twin Falls Public Library, Twin Falls Municipal Golf Course and Jocelyn Field Magic Valley Regional Airport are also under the city's jurisdiction. Twin Falls is home to the College of Southern Idaho, a large community college in the northwestern part of the city. The 3 state universities offer classes on the CSI campus. The nursing program received money from the 2007 to 2008 state budget to construct a state-of-the-art nursing facility which complements the nursing program. The CSI men's basketball team won its 3rd NJCAA Division I championship in March 2011. Public schools are administered by the Twin Falls School District, including Twin Falls High School, Canyon Ridge High School, the alternative Magic Valley High School, 3 middle schools and 9 elementary schools. The superintendent of these is Brady Dickinson and Assistant Superintendent Bill Brulotte. Also, Twin Falls is home to Xavier Charter School, and the district was awarded Best Title I-C district in the state. On March 14, 2006, registered voters approved a bond to build an additional high school. A citywide contest was held to determine the school's nickname. In November 2006, the Twin Falls School Board selected River Hawks, thus officially giving birth to the Canyon Ridge High School River Hawks. Also on the bond were plans to make general improvements to existing school facilities and to convert the junior high schools to middle schools. These projects were completed for the 2009-10 school year. The addition of Canyon Ridge High School meant that the student population was split nearly in half. Athletics for both schools are designated 4A rather than 5A by ISAT. Private schools include Lighthouse Christian School, Xavier Charter School, St. Edward's Catholic School and Twin Falls Christian Academy. Twin Falls, the state's 7th largest city, is the fastest growing city in south-central Idaho. As of April 2011, unemployment in Twin Falls County stood at 9.5%, below Idaho's average of 9.6%. From 1998 to 2007, the unemployment rate was steadily decreasing, to a low of just under 2%. Then, in tandem with the national economy, the unemployment rate increased to nearly 9.5% as of April 2011. Twin Falls is the home of cheese producer Glanbia Foods, a major American division of the Irish food company Glanbia plc. Falls Brand, another award-winning food company, is located in the southern part of Twin Falls. In early 2011, Falls Brand's old-fashioned Basque chorizo sausage won the Hold the Mustard Award presented by the National Meat Association every year during their annual NMA Annual Gourmet Sausage Fest. Another mainstay is the College of Southern Idaho. Boasting a student population of 3,433 students, this junior college may be an alternative for students not yet ready to attend a 4-year university. Many students are from out of state and live in CSI's residential halls. Other large employers include Amalgamated Sugar Company, makers of white satin sugar, and Lamb Weston, which has a food processing plant located in West Twin Falls. It employs 500 residents and its annual revenue is about $100 million per annum. In spite of a troubled national economy, Twin Falls has seen rapid development since 2006. Many major retail outlets have opened stores in Twin Falls between 2006 and 2011. In November 2009, a new Walmart Supercenter opened, bringing to the region an estimated 100 additional jobs. Less than a year later, in October 2010, C3, a customer call center, opened in the former Dell facility. It was a large boost to an already busy economy, providing close to 1,000 jobs. In July 2011, C3 announced it was filling another 300 C3 jobs in Twin Falls due to brisk business. In November 2011, AgroPharma announced that they will construct a state-of-the-art processing facility in Twin Falls to produce the company's Kobani brand Greek-style yogurt. They project 400 initial jobs and at least $100 million for constructing the processing facility, with an estimated $300 million in additional revenue for southern Idaho dairymen on an annual basis. Creating 40 to 50 new jobs, Magic Valley Cinema 13 constructed a new theater equipped with D-bag seating. The new entertainment center was developed in association with the unprecedented growth in the Magic Valley. In response to a growing population base, Twin Falls County voters voted to construct a new hospital in the northwest section of Twin Falls to replace the city's existing hospital. In spring 2011, the new 700,000 sq/ft facility, St. Luke's Magic Valley, was opened. One of the features of the new hospital is that all 186 rooms are private with family accommodations. Other businesses which have recently opened locations in Twin Falls include Five Guys Burgers and Fries, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Coldwater Creek. Wanting to catch some momentum, a movement has begun to rebuild downtown in hopes of moving some business back to where it originated. Twin Falls hosted the 2012 Idaho Republican Party convention, which was expected to create more positive economic activity. China Mountain Wind, LLC. has proposed and may construct a 300,000 acres wind farm after the environmental impacts are weighed. Twin Falls County can expect to generate $33.4 million in tax revenues. Local schools and services will receive a portion of the tax revenue. The construction of the wind farm will bring to the area 396 to 749 full and part-time jobs during construction and 24 to 46 new jobs to maintain the facility. Kobani Yogurt Company, in 2012, opened the world's largest yogurt manufacturing plant, providing an additional 300 jobs to the Twin Falls community. The Times News is a local daily morning newspaper based in Twin Falls. Over-the-air television stations include. Cable television subscribers also receive stations from Boise and Salt Lake City, Utah. Several radio stations broadcast in the Twin Falls area, including Twin Falls had the first live call-in radio show in the United States. Called Party Line, the show was hosted by L. James Kutnick and Ed Prater on KLIX. The FCC attempted to time delay the program, but Kutnick and station owner Charlie Tuma and his partner Ed Prater thwarted their efforts and continued to allow live callers on the air. Twin Falls is the largest city in Idaho that is not directly on the interstate highway system. It is served by several major highways, including U.S. Route 30 and U.S. Route 93. Access to nearby Interstate 84 is across the canyon via the Perrine Bridge. The junction is approximately 5 miles north, in Jerome County. State Highway 74 provides direct access from downtown Twin Falls to southbound locations on US 93, including Hollister and Rogerson, then crosses into Nevada at Jackpot and continues to a junction with Interstate 80 at Wells. Trans 4, a small public transportation system operated by the College of Southern Idaho, is also available. Limited commercial air service is provided at Magic Valley Regional Airport, also known as Joslyn Field. As of August 2017, daily flights to Salt Lake City are available from Delta Connection using the Canadair CRJ200. Twice weekly service to Las Vegas was previously operated by Allegiant Air, but the airline discontinued the route in January 2012, citing insufficient ticket prices. Twin Falls is located at 42 degrees 34 minutes north, 114 degrees 28 minutes west. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 18.16 square miles, of which 18.10 square miles is land and 0.06 square miles is water. The Snake River Canyon forms the city's northern limits, separating it from Jerome County. There are 3 waterfalls in the immediate area. Shoshone Falls is located approximately 5 miles east of Twin Falls City. Pillar Falls is located approximately 112 mi upstream from the Perrine Bridge, while Twin Falls, the city's namesake, is located upstream of Shoshone Falls. Shoshone Falls stands at 213 feet, which is 46 feet higher than Niagara Falls. The Perrine Bridge, which spans the Snake River Canyon immediately north of the city, is one of only a handful of artificial structures worldwide where base jumping is legal. In September 2005, Miles Daisher of Twin Falls set a base jumping world record by jumping off Perrine Bridge 57 times in a 24-hour period. In July 2006, Dan Schilling jumped off the bridge 201 times in 21 hours to raise money for charity. Unlike Daisher, Schilling was hoisted to the top of the bridge by a crane after every jump. Twin Falls experiences a semi-arid climate. Monthly temperature averages in Twin Falls range from 34.9 degrees F in January to 85.0 degrees F in July, with lows below freezing from December through March. Highs reach 90 degrees F on average 18.8 days per year, but very rarely exceed 100 degrees F. Winter snowfall averages 29.5 inches per year, though much heavier amounts have fallen. However, in Twin Falls proper, after an average snowfall, it is uncommon to see more than 6 inches of snow on streets and sidewalks. Summer and autumn months are very dry in Twin Falls, with less than 1 inch of precipitation falling each month between June and October. It is not uncommon to experience fast-moving, intense electrical storms common in the deserts of the southwestern U.S. According to 2009 estimates from the United States Census Bureau, the population swelled to 42,741, an increase of nearly 20% from the 2000 United States Census, with an average household size of 3.20 residents. There were 9,422 owner-occupied homes with an average value, as of 2009, of $136,000. The population density is 3,743 people per square mile. The racial makeup of the city is 92.0% white, 0.5% black, 0.9% Native American, 1.0% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 2.9% from other races, and 2.6% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 12.3% of the population. There were 15,458 households, out of which 34.1% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 49.0% were married couples living together, 12.7% had a female householder with no husband present, and 34.1% were non-families. 26.8% of all households were made up of individuals, and 10.7% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.58 and the average family size was 3.20. In the city, the population was spread out, with 23.5% under the age of 14, 15.6% from 15 to 24, 27.6% from 25 to 44, 20.2% from 45 to 64, and 13.4% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 31.2 years. For every 100 females, there were 95.8 males. The median income for a household in the city was $40,970 and the mean income for a family was $49,295. As of the census of 2010, there were 44,125 people, 16,744 households, and 11,011 families residing in the city. The population density was 2,437.8 inhabitants per square mile. There were 18,033 housing units at an average density of 996.3 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 88.5% white, 0.7% African American, 0.8% Native American, 1.8% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 5.7% from other races, and 2.6% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 13.1% of the population. There were 16,744 households, of which 35.1% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 48.3% were married couples living together, 12.2% had a female householder with no husband present, 5.2% had a male householder with no wife present, and 34.2% were non-families. 26.6% of all households were made up of individuals and 10.9% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.58 and the average family size was 3.13. The median age in the city was 31.9 years. 27% of residents were under the age of 18, 11.7% were between the ages of 18 and 24, 26.5% were from 25 to 44, 21.4% were from 45 to 64, and 13.4% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the city was 48.7% male and 51.3% female. On the Livability.com list of Best 10 Places to Defy Death, Twin Falls ranked number 1. Notable musicians who spent parts of their childhood in the Twin Falls area include Tom White with Mr. Resistor, Gary Puckett, Paul Durham of Black Lab, Nikki Sixx of Motley Crue, and Doug Martsk of Built to Spill.